Hashtag no music, no intro. Another episode of the Saints Block Party podcast coming at you. I am coming to you live from a hotel in New Jersey. Um, Went to the Saints Giants game today in New Jersey at MetLife. The Saints won. Um, and First, before I go into any of that, just shout out to all the people who support us and have been there for us and continue to. Um, Someone in the chat saying, I don't know, it's a Bucks fan, and Mark is like, "Who are you?" It's fine, Mark. It's fine. I don't even care if the
Come
book.
on, come on in, bro.
Yeah, it's fine. The view is fine. Um, my biggest takeaway being at the game today is, and this is a question out. Hopefully we can ask Mickey Loomis or we can ask Jeff Ireland if we get those. Hopefully, God willing, we get those Senior Bowl credentials. Is how can this Saints team get to the level of that Packers and Lions team that game that we saw Thursday night football? How can this Saints team get to that level of the Rams and Bills game that we just saw that just ended right now that just ended just now?
Still going, still going.
Still going. Because if you're not trying to, if there's no plan or I don't know what the plan is to become that, because right now there isn't a plan to become that. It feels so far away, and I hate starting I hate starting a podcast that was a win so negatively, but being at that game, bro, being at that game, bro, so far away, Ryan. It's so far away.
So far, bro. So far. And you saying it was a win just now reminded me it was a win. I kind of forgot. I had to think about it for a minute. Like, did we win? Because it just watching the game. I remember during the live, during the Zoom, I said, man, this remind me of the Panthers game a couple weeks ago. Because like during that Panthers game, like we were up, but it was like, damn, we could lose this game. It just didn't feel competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't feel like you felt like dude, both teams were just trash, and that's what it felt like watching this game. It was like, man, these some sad ass teams, bro. Like,
Sad, bro.
it's like whoever wins the slowest. I mean, whoever loses the slowest will win this game. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it ended up being the Giants because they couldn't, Breesy block that field goal. But it's some bad football, bro. Bad
Bad
football.
football. And so we usually do a live stream. We might not be able to live stream because I am using hotel Wi-Fi. So we might just have to put this just as a regular podcast episode in audio video because it seems like the Wi-Fi is being hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But if it keeps being like this, we'll just
We'll
move.
we'll post a normal, episode up. You'll
Yeah.
be fine. But
Because they're not able. I don't think they're able to see or hear us right now. But
okay.
that aside, you know, so the Saints had two drives that led in touchdowns. The big storyline from this game, the Derek Carr injury, right? Like Derek Carr channels his inner. I don't. I don't even know. I don't even know who he thought he was, bro.
Daniel Borski, I don't know.
I don't know who he thought he was. Um, Goes up in the air, injures his left throwing hand, and it's. I heard it was fractured. Ian Rappaport reports it was fractured. I heard the same thing. They're waiting on MRIs to confirm that, and it's one of those things where we've been asking like to see the young quarterbacks to end the season, and sometimes, and this is not us wishing or hoping that Derek Carr got injured, but sometimes God works in
No.
mysterious ways, bro. Like it, and there's a very strong possibility that depending on the MRI, and depending on what the results on is, that he might have to go on IR. And if he goes on IR, then he's not coming back for the rest of the season.
Right. Yeah. And honestly, regardless, they need to go with the young guns. Regardless if the MRI come back and maybe he could play the final game of the season. Why? Why? What purpose would be that? You know what I'm saying? There would be no purpose to that. Sit them down, let them get healthy, see what you got in the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's how many games we got left? 4?
5, maybe.
Uh,
There's
so we
4.
got
So it's
Washington.
Commanders, Packers, Vegas, Bucks. So maybe 4. Yeah.
All right. Shit, go 2-2. Go 2-2. I know they're gonna start with Hayner. Go ahead and start with Hayner. See how you do. See how you do. Let's see how you do. See how you do against the Redskins. I mean the Cowboys. Sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. But I'm in my 40s now. I'm in my 40s. I grew up with the R word. So anyway, see what the young guns got, man. Look, Derek Carr. Whew, it was an up and down game. I remember like maybe 2 really good throws.
Yep.
A lot of questionable throws. I thought the O line did, a pretty solid job today as
They
far
did,
as
bro.
pass protection.
They did.
Run blocking wasn't great at all.
Probably
But
their worst. Probably but I felt like this game run blocking was the worst game they've had run blocking since the Eagles game. Like it was bad.
And Eric McCoy was in there. So
yeah.
And like the Giants run defense is like 29th in the league or something like that. So
and Dexter Lawrence just went on IR. So like
no Dexter Lawrence. I don't know, but that run blocking was horrible. Alvin Kamara couldn't get his 1K. That's all I wanted today, Adam. That's all I wanted for Christmas, bro. Get AK his 1K. That's all I wanted. Couldn't get that.
Nope. Didn't get to see it.
Didn't get to see it. Got Kendrick Miller. He looked good on a couple runs.
He did.
One point he disappeared for like a quarter. We were like,
what is his can someone explain his usage to me like I'm a dummy? Can someone explain his usage to me?
That's all I know is I saw way more Jamal Williams than I wanted to see today. Way more. The first play of the game, a goddamn kickoff. I'm like, why is Jamal Williams returning a kickoff in the NFL?
I tweeted this. The Darren really thing's been like nice little rah-rah. I don't need that.
I was dying laughing at that. Yeah, I'm good on it.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I don't.
What made you say that? Like what?
It was the fake punt, and and the reason why is that to me it was a very clear indication of not knowing situational football and not knowing who you were playing. Like you were playing the New York Giants and you're trying to fake field goal at midfield that you don't get. I don't know. It was something about I was like, I'm okay. And I didn't even see the whole entire altercation that happened on the sideline. It was just the decision making behind it, and I was like, why are you doing a fake punt against the New York Giants at midfield? Like
midfield, bro.
Ball and pin them back in their 5 and their 10, and you can just like.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it might have got them the only 3 points until like later in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just so I'm like cool. He's a good meme. I'm not okay with him messing up the draft position because that's what he's gonna mess up the draft position a couple more times this season, probably one more time this season against the Raiders, but maybe. But that said, I need someone else in the building. I need the entire coaching staff. I wish I could just keep the O-line staff intact, but I need the entire coaching staff. I need to cleanse, and I need something new. I need something new, Ryan.
Yeah. Even watching Kubiak today, I'm like, man, Taysom Hill really.
A 34-year-old player is the holding the whole entire office together, Ryan.
The
A third,
whole thing, the whole thing together, bro.
he's a
Because
genius
there's
piece.
nothing. There's nothing else besides AK. I mean, the pitch on what it was 3rd and 1, the pitch
Yep.
to Kendra is like,
Kendra. And what's funny was when the Giants scored, I tweeted, I said, these niggas about to go 3-and-out, huh? Sure enough.
that was when Derek Carr got injured. On a second, it was like 2nd and 9 or something like that. I'm like, why did he? What did he know it was 2nd down? Like, bro, you didn't have to dive.
No,
Like he acted like it was 2nd down. Like it was 2nd down because you had 3rd and 1 after that after his dive, but he didn't even get the first
yes.
down.
No,
He did all that, didn't he? Everybody was
Oh,
in the Zoom. Everybody was in the Zoom like, man, I can hear Adam screaming from here, bro.
all that for a drop of blood.
It was just like this team here, man. I don't know what the,
It was,
I don't know.
it was just, I don't know, man. It was just a juxtaposition watching. And here's the crazy thing that I left this game. The Giants are a terrible team, like a dreadful team. The Saints looked just barely better, like
Barely.
barely
Like,
better, and they had their full offensive line healthy and their starting quarterback and barely looked better, bro. Like I'm like
barely look better.
that to me was super telling.
That was the most striking thing to me. I was like, wow, these teams are pretty even. Like this is a very even matchup, and the Giants sitting there with 2 wins. We sitting there with 4, and so it makes sense that they're even. You know what I'm saying? It's like
If Daniel Jones was the quarterback of the Giants at this game, the Giants would have won this game.
would have won the game, bro. Would have won that game, bro. No question. And look, I mean that late push by I think they started booing. Maybe you can tell me they just started booing Drew Lock,
Yeah,
and it seemed like he went off after that. Like it's like damn.
no, it was weird. So they put in
Danny DeVito.
for one play, and it did a run play off of it that went nowhere, and then put Drew Lock back in the game, and then the entire Met field started chanting, "We want Cutlets," and we're booing
Mm,
Drew Lock. It was weird, like it was one of those things. Like, well, why did you even do that if that's all you're
right,
going to do with it? Like, if you're going to
right.
put him in the game, put him in the game. And then after that, like Drew Lock kind of went into like a little zone, kind of got on like a little heater, blah blah, blah.
Yep.
And it really felt like I was like, man, I felt like that the game was going to end where the Giants were going to score a touchdown. Like it was feeling that way, and
Yeah,
I was
bro.
like, but one thing that has been on our radar, and we talked about it on the podcast, I'm over the Brian Brees slander. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Over it, man. He made plays all day. All day. It wasn't just the final play blocking the field goal. I mean, he was in the backfield. He was hitting the quarterback. He was batting passes at the line of scrimmage. I mean, he was a player today, bro. Like he was a player. I must say, man, it was good to see. It was good to see, like, because we was talking about on the Zoom, like, damn, who are the young players we could be excited about, you know? And that's one right there, bro. Like that's one right there.
Yes.
You get that man some good D line coaches where he can understand leverage, playing with leverage and all that. He could be a star. Cause that play to block that field goal, to jump hurdle, the entire offensive and defensive line, land on his feet, and then extend his long arms way up. Man, come
Insane.
on, man. 300 something pound dude. Come on, man.
Could you do that? Could you do it?
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Boy, you sleep on me, boy.
See,
Sleep on me, boy.
I can't laugh the way I want to laugh because I'm in the hotel room, but
Oh,
um any like being like what was crazy first time in MetLife, and it was just interesting just seeing how quiet MetLife was and
oh,
and how empty it was.
ooh.
Just a kind of a fall from grace, a storied NFL franchise, and I had we had this Giants couple sitting right next to us that left like midway through the third. And I just kept saying it all game, bro. Like this is an ass off. Like I just kept saying this is an
Ass
ass
off, bro.
off.
Did you see the plane? They had a plane
I
flying
didn't.
over with the
I didn't. I did not.
fix this, please fix this franchise. I was like, man, that could be for both of these
My
teams.
God.
Like, wow.
Why not
Bro,
us?
like we could have put in on that, bro.
Let's split this 50-50. I did see doing this Lucia like
Oh,
I almost ran and just jumped over that bitch.
like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
um I just keep asking myself that to me like I don't want to say like the wins and losses don't matter, but I mean they matter in terms of draft position, but
They hurt right
ultimately
now. They're hurting us. We picking 111 right now,
yes, Mickey, you're killing the
and it's
city.
killing us. And it's like none of these 2 and 3 win teams are winning.
None,
None
bro.
of
Let me see what it is right now. Yes, 11. We're picking 11th right now, bro.
them. But like I
um,
figured, man, we'd be like a 6-win team at the end of the day, And we'll see, if Carr is out the rest of the season. We'll see with the young guys. Maybe guys start packing it in a little bit. So maybe they don't win the rest of the season. I don't know. Um, but so maybe 5 wins is the bottom for us. But I mean, some of these other teams that's 2 and 3 wins, man. Come on, man. Can
come
you
on.
win something?
Let me go through them right now. Okay, Vegas and the Giants probably not. Jacksonville won one today. Tennessee, the Jets, Cleveland, Chicago, Cincinnati. Can Cincinnati beat the
Come on,
Cowboys on Monday?
please.
Can someone help us out? Can someone help us out?
Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are cold? Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sport opinions into real money. Wide receiver hurt? Every dog deserves a second chance. And with Underdog Rescues, you can get your money back and receive a promo if any early injury causes your entry to lose.
I love Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is the best place to play champions. So sign up and deposit now using promo code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Download the app today and use the code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Again, download the app today and use the code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Will Derek Carr throw for over 75 yards, higher or lower? You decide using Underdog Fantasy.
Download the app today and use code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's code Block Party to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Higher or lower, you make the call on Underdog. Must be 18 years or older, 19 or older in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text Next Step to 53342. In New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369.
I'll say this though, and I tweeted this. This upcoming the Senior Bowl is going to be so fascinating to me because you're going to have people in the building scouting players at the Senior Bowl who maybe whoever the new head coach is going to be is going to want to be part of the scouting department. Maybe not. Like we don't know, and I think this Senior Bowl, this draft class, all that's going to happen this upcoming offseason is so crucial to the next building blocks of what's going to happen with this team. And we it was an interesting discussion in our Discord about the Mickey Loomis thing, right? Because
Yeah.
um, on one hand, you could say Mickey Loomis is doing his job as a GM by being hands off, and he was hands off during the Sean Payton Drew Brees era because he was winning, bro. Like he didn't have to do much.
And to do much.
And Sean Payton had a vision, and all he did was, he was given, Sean gave him basically Sean gave Mickey the grocery list to go buy, and Mickey went out and bought him, right?
Yeah.
But with Dennis Allen, that wasn't the case, and Dennis Allen was Mickey Loomis's choice as head coach, and that's why whoever this next head coach is such going to be such a fascinating and also such a crucial hire, because I just want to know, is this person going to be another Mickey Loomis kind of puppet like Dennis Allen was, or is this going to be someone that has a backbone and has a vision and knows what they want to come in and build a culture and implement a culture and a cultural change? Because whatever Mickey Loomis would say, like the culture has to be rebuilt. Like the culture that was here is no longer here. It has to be rebuilt.
No question. And the thing is, somebody was saying this, but like Mickey Loomis, the thing about when you get older, you don't like change. You know what I'm saying? I see
Nope.
it now as I get older. Yeah, I like my little routine, man. Don't throw my little routine off. And once you get in like your 60s and all that, you just get less, adaptable to big changes in your life. That's just across the board for humans. So for Mickey, he kind of wants things to just go with the flow with how he likes it. He likes his office over here. He likes to be able to do this with control of this. Everything's in his control. New guy coming in with a head of steam, with his own ego, with his own mind of how things work, with his own hires and this and that and the other, throws all that for a loop, you know. So Mickey has to embrace that, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is Gail needs to be the one to be like,
Yes.
look,
Yes.
just like he did the players at the end of the season last year, you either buy in or get out. Gail need to be like that with Loomis. Like,
Yep.
we getting a new coach in here. I'm gonna sit in on the interviews. Here are the things we need to look for: this leadership, the vision, the culture. Da 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 da. Here are the things we need to check off the list for the next coach we bring in. I'm gonna be in the interviews, and we're gonna hire this person together, and you gonna let this motherfucker do his thing, and you facilitate him. You facilitate what he needs, whatever that is. You facilitate, and if he succeeds, he succeeds. If he fails, he fails. But you are not going to be the one micromanaging this team. Can't do it. Can't do it. He's not a football guy. You got to let
He's
the
not
football guys do it. And who that is, I don't know. I have no idea. We talked about on the Discord, like, how this franchise is viewed. Is the Saints viewed as like one of the worst organizations in the league? I know you heard that. Probably. And it's regardless of what that means. Like, I've lived through a much worse Saints franchise than it is now. I've lived through
right.
terrible Saints teams, and people before me have lived through even worse. So those things could change. Sean Payton came here after the city got nuked. Didn't know if the team was going to be here long term. Had a hole in the top of the Superdome. I mean, it was a dumpster fire with no team, no quarterback, nothing, and built a winner. So there is no, you know, automatic like, oh, there's no hope, there's no thing, there's no
No,
way this thing could change. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's hope. Things can change really quickly, but you got to be open to it. Mickey was open to it when he hired Sean Payton. He was open to it. He has to have that same mindset of
there it
being
is.
open to bringing in somebody that's willing to take on the challenge and run with it.
We shall see, man. It's going like
Yeah.
that's why everything that happens, like to me, like these last four games, like, and don't get me wrong, like I enjoy football and I miss football when it's not on, but like to me, like these last four games is like filler because
Oh my God,
these January,
bruh, bruh. Bro, go back and watch the Zoom, bro. We was sitting there talking about everything but the game. We was talking about so much shit. The game was just on. Like it was just like we wasn't even worried about it. It's just at that point of the season, man. Like because then it was just bad. Like there was nothing even fun to watch in the game. That's the
No,
worst type. Where it's just not even fun to watch. You know, like yeah, you're losing, but if it's fun, it's like okay. Like you look at, you
right,
know, Jameis and the Browns or whatever. Like yeah, they're still losing, but it's like some fun games or whatever.
right.
These ain't even fun, bro. Like it's
No,
just like,
bro.
Jesus, just hurry. We thought we was going to overtime. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. I can't.
Bro, we thought we was gonna overtime too, and being out in the cold, I was like, oh my god, oh Lord.
Bro, I
Um,
can't do.
that car interception, as soon
Yeah,
as Adam Schefter hit that tweet, like we were in a, I think we were, no, I was getting ready this morning. We were getting ready in the hotel room, and I saw that tweet about like how the Giants had only had one interception, but I was like, oh, I know,
oh, yeah.
I know what's happening today. I know what's happening today. Watch this. It was
That thing hung up there, boy.
it's hung up there, bro. Um, so I I will say this. I think the easy thing is to assume that Jake Hayner is, likely to, going to be the one starting. I still think I still think the team is going to have a discussion about that.
Yeah,
Um, I don't. I initially assumed it was going to be Jake, and I think there's still discussions to be have on that. It still may end up being him, but they may go back to, you know, to Rattler and see. And not to say that, but whether it be Jake, whether it be Hayner, seeing them, either one of them, behind the offensive line as it is now, compared
yeah,
to how it was then. Now, yes, none of the starting wide receivers are playing, but seeing them now compared to how it was when we saw Rattler beforehand or Hayner, whoever it is, that gives you at least a bit better of fair evaluation.
right. Absolutely. And that's what I want to see. I want to see Hayner or Rattler. I really want to see Rattler with a healthy offensive line and a good week to prepare. Because people forget, they played against Derek Carr got hurt against the Chiefs. Then they
That was it.
immediately had to. Yeah, it was a Monday night football. Monday
Yeah,
night.
it
Yeah, it was
was
Monday night. Immediately had to get Spencer Radley as the third stringer to play Sunday against the Bucks.
Bucks.
Tampa
Yeah,
Bay Bucks got ran out the building there. They had to play Thursday night against the Broncos, who loves the blitz and remember beat up O line. Then they had to turn around and play the Chargers um, that next week. So it'd be nice to get him a good full week of preparation and go in there and see what he got, man. Give him 2 games, see what he looks like. See what he
that
looks like.
that and this is man that again that Hayner sack, bro.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
I don't know like the play. I don't even know, bro. Like
I don't know, bro.
I'm done. I'm done with Clint. I'm just done.
I've been trying to find ways to keep Clint in my head, bro. I'm done. I'm out of it. I'm like, you know, I like the run game. I like the run game, but even that, it's like hit or miss. It's like
It is. It's like a toss left, toss right, toss left,
toss
toss
left,
right.
toss left, toss right. Then you take Taysom out the equation, and it's gone pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Um, but Kendrick looked good in spots. He got the touchdown today. I like how the offensive line pretty much pushed him in.
Right.
Um, there was a couple of plays where it looked like he wasn't going to get anything, but he somehow
Yep.
such a frustrating player, bro. Like I just man, finish Kendrick Miller finish this season healthy. Go into the off season healthy. Go sit next to your bro Alvin Kamara and see what they do during the off season and maintain their longevity and health and how they take care of. But matter of fact, just go look at the YouTube of Alvin Kamara, what he does to take care of his body as an almost 30-year-old running back, and soak in some of that wisdom so you could go into the next season healthy and ready to go. Because you got talent, bro. Like the
Yep,
talent is there. You have talent.
it's
You
evident.
just need to be available, man. Just be available. That should be his main focus. Finish out this season on a strong note and have a good, healthy off season. And then we'll see. Because from the Saints' perspective, they should act like he's not even there.
Yes,
They should just
absolutely
act
should.
like he's not even playing. If he does, great. But I'm gonna go into the off season. I'm gonna get a running back in the draft, maybe number one, maybe even the first round. Go get Genty or whatever. But I'm not dependent on Kendrick Miller at all. But from Kendrick's perspective, if he forces them to make a decision with him, that'd be on him.
Yeah, it absolutely would be. Um, Yesterday was the first time, not the first time, but I know you watched some college football games, or you watched, well, not college football games, but you watched Oregon, Penn State with the win today. But I don't know. You didn't watch Boise State yesterday, did you? Because they played
No, I didn't
yesterday
watch
too.
Boston.
Okay. Um, it with the win today against the Giants, it's just like that Carter range, maybe even the Genty range to me is going to be fascinating. Like
Oh yeah.
where he goes is going to be fascinating. Like the teams that make the most sense are kind of the teams that we're lumped in with. So since he's picking at 10, we're picking right now at 11. Dallas is picking at 12. Cincy and Dallas play each other Monday Night Football. I would say Chicago makes sense at 9, but Chicago needs offensive line help more than they actually would need a running back. So I would probably say not them. And out of I would say that's like that to me is the Genty range. Anyone higher than that, I would say would be just my opinion, way too high for Genty. Um, so who knows? He might be there in the range that the Saints are picking at 11, and it led to that whole debate like on Twitter that someone was like, "Oh, they have other needs. There's a deep running back draft. You could draft one later." Blah blah blah. Blah. Did you just watch the same New Orleans Saints team that I just watched in the cold on Sunday?
They need it all. They need it all, bro.
Everything. How about you just draft a great player and just literally figure out the rest?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
simple.
People get caught up a lot in looking at the draft slots, like the first,
Yes.
second, third round,
Yes.
instead of just looking at it holistically as here's our lottery tickets or whatever to get as many good players as possible. So your goal is just to leave the draft with a collection of potentially really good players. That's the
Wow.
whole goal. Whether they come in the first round, second round, third round, whatever. You just want that collection. And then, because once they're on the team, none of that matters. None of the draft pick stuff matter. Once they're on the team, it's all about how you perform. So, and I'm kind of two minds of it because, okay, you get a running back, but damn, I'm just looking at the defensive line. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then you look at the offensive line. Offensive line is fine, but it could be better. So I get that portion of it. Like, would you want to pass up the trenches, which are premium spots? You know you can't get like a good pass rusher in the second or third round, most likely. Um, but you can get a decent running back in the second or third round. So there's that kind of give and take. But to me, and I haven't watched Genty enough. I have to watch more. But to me, like if you think he's special, then you go get a special player. Period. You know what I'm saying?
I
And add a
I,
special player to your team.
I compare our dude Dante asked me for a Genty comparison, and I thought for a while, and I just said he's a souped up Doug Martin.
Mm,
So like take Doug Martin who played in the division, for the Tampa Bay Bucks, and just add the ability to just have home run speed
bro,
and
I
keep him.
forgot. I forgot all about Doug Martin. When you said that, I was like, Doug Martin, Jesus.
I know, right? Right?
Forgot all about it. Forgot he existed.
Muscle hamster,
Forgot all
bro.
about it. Yep, muscle
Who,
hamster. Yep.
who wasn't? But I just feel like take him as a player, just how he played, and just add the ability to break a 60-yard touchdown, and that to me is very similar to Genty in terms of how he plays. Just give me some juice, bro. I don't care, man. I don't care. I just watched this team for 3 hours in the cold score 14 points against the New York Giants. When people were saying want to argue on Twitter with me about maybe not about drafting Genty at 11. Like I
You don't think the Giants miss Saquon Barkley? Shit.
hello. I saw so many Giants fans walking into MetLife with Saquon jerseys on.
I ain't
Hello.
never taking them all, bro. Come on now.
Anyhow, just another little thing on just maybe, and this is not a Saints point. This is just like a. I think all of us could take a little a a thing about quarterbacks. I know, and I didn't see a lot of the game, and I know the Panthers only scored 16 points against the Eagles, but just the maturation that Bryce Young has had in this in one season, it looked like at one point he was never it looked like he was going to get traded from the
Yeah.
Panthers, like traded, like they were going to have to draft another quarterback in the NFL draft, and it's started like a week before they played the Saints, and then he played a decent game against. Played okay against us, but he played well enough to beat the Saints, and then that led to DA getting fired. And he's stacked together good performances, good performances. Anthony Richardson got benched, came back, playing better. Quarterbacking is one of the hardest jobs to have in the world, on the planet. It's
Hard,
hard.
bro. Oh my God.
It's hard.
So hard. People was in my mentions earlier this week, talk about Spencer Rattler. Like, man, we were all hyped about him and he's trash. Like, damn. It's like, I can't say that, you can't say that about any rookie quarterback, with 3 starts or 2 starts or 5 starts. It's just, you have to take everything into account and you have to watch him. And you got to let him grow, man. Like, you got to let him grow. Like, Bryce Young he looked like one of the biggest busts since
Of
like
all time, bro.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yes.
Like bad. And, and he's turning around. Like, I watched him today, man. He was making some nice throws. I'm like, wow, what was that? So you just, a lot of times you got to let these guys grow, and I can't wait till the Saints get a rookie quarterback because that roller coaster is going to be a trip. Just watching the Saints fans roll with that roller coaster because it's not going to be smooth. I mean, look, even C.J. Stroud, who looked, just perfection last year, having his struggles this year. You know what I'm saying? He's a little skittish in the pocket. Not as accurate. You know, does that mean he's over? No. Like he probably bounced back. He might bounce back this season. You just don't know. Like that's just the life of a growing young quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's about time for the Saints to get into that life, man. Like, let's move on from this, dragging these mid veterans across the finish line, bro. Like, let's go get us a young buck and roll. Pause.
Please, please. And the young buck might be in the building. We don't know. We don't know
Might be.
because even in those 3 starts, the defense is Tampa Bay Bucks, Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers. Two of those three defenses are two of the best defenses
Yeah,
in the entire NFL. That
no question.
not only a rookie quarterback would struggle with, a Pro Bowl All Pro quarterback struggles with, and have struggled with this season.
Yeah.
But when you put context in the thing, it muddies
Yeah.
people.
Well, why you don't put context in it with Derek Carr? Like, God damn it, you could put all the context you want in with Derek Carr. You could contextualize the shit out of Derek Carr. It is what it is.
Just watch this man in the cold put up 14 points on a goddamn Maribon New York
Oh man.
Giants team.
So as soon as we put the game on today, bro, the first thing you see, they put up a little splash, 6 touchdowns, 0 interception. Derek Carr is quietly having a really good season. And it's like, that's the biggest scam artist I've ever seen in my life. That boy be scamming, bro. Like, God damn.
People don't watch the games, bro. That's exactly what it is,
No,
bro.
man. They don't
That's
watch.
what, Anyway, we appreciate y'all. Sorry we weren't able to do a live stream. Again, hotel Wi-Fi, it is what it is. But this will be up by this point. You're probably already watching this on Patreon. So the goal is to have this up tonight, audio and video on Patreon, and then tomorrow we'll have it up for everyone else. But we appreciate y'all. We'll love y'all. We'll be back on. Should be back on Wednesday doing the preview pod for the Commanders game. We will do the live stream for that game. I'll be back at that point. But 4 more games left, man. You think they got one more win in them? They got one more win?
I don't know, bro. I don't know because even the Raiders, man, they still play feisty.
They do.
Um, and man, the Commanders and the Packers, ooh, like doing something dirty, bro. Doing something dirty.
Oh, that Packers game on Monday Night Football too, bro.
Oh Lord,
About to wiggle in it, bro.
wiggling in it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the 5 wins might be it, but they probably get one more win. They probably squeeze one more win out of it. But I don't know. I don't know. It's
We
gonna be
shall
interesting though.
we shall see. We shall see. Well, we will be here until the rest of the end of the season, and then we'll be back when the off season comes. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back on Wednesday to do the Commanders and Saints preview pod. We'll be back, and with that, we're out.
Peace.